afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Enderal stream number 9. Hello, Leo. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Elite. I'm glad you all could make it, despite the fact that I forgot to schedule this stream in advance and ended up doing it 5 minutes before stream was supposed to start. It was not because I forgot that I was streaming today. I just forgot to schedule the stream on YouTube. Just so we're clear on that. But anyways, welcome aboard everyone. I'm glad you all could take times out of your busy lives to see me today. It's true, Leo. I mean, I had all this ready, right? Hey, Leo. I mentioned on your stream that I was streaming today, so clearly I remembered it at least an hour in advance, right? I have proof. I have an alibi. Anyways, if you all remember, last time we just finished all the Blackstone quests, we finally gathered all the power sources for the Crucible, or not the Crucible, the beacon that will make all the bad guys go away. And now all we have to do is find out what we need to do to make the beacon work. And with that, without further ado, let's get started. Hey Tommy, did you get your tea? You sipping your tea? Game's booting up. Just 1 second, guys. ENB series is compiling game traders. Ooh, fascinating. Oof. Where was my last save? I hope this is the correct one.
The Neuromaze are inside the city!
Oh. Okay, so what happened was, I tried to get some side quests done off stream, but then I realized the next part is
tell you it won't work out,
into the
But
next
why?
part, and
That
it's
just doesn't make
rather
any
story
sense.
important, so I didn't want to skip it on stream. Basically, we're under attack. You know that invading army that arrived a while ago? We finally decided to get off our butts and actually do something.
And I felt
Of course, let us amp up the drama before the end. Yes, the Spanish Inquisition. I guess they do look kind of Spanish, don't they?
Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor.
Yes, here you come. You have advanced technology like cannons. And our magic is new match. Well, I should say everyone else's magic. I can kill as many of them
Greetings.
as I want. But killing them doesn't really make them go away, unfortunately. Otherwise, this would be a lot easier. Yeah, I'm poison. that's for the side quest. The spaceship side quest that we already did.
One more time for the slow thinkers among us. I recognize a magic blockade when I see one. And as long as it is active, we can't put up the barrier.
I understand that you're upset, but an order is an order. I'm sorry.
An outlander. What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere
You're
else?
supposed to be here. Go away.
Thank the sun, Harenfield. I'm trying in vain to make this highly intelligent commander of yours understand that these headaches are not arbitrary.
Grandmaster?
Skyrim is right, Commander. Something is wrong.
What the?
Yeah, basically the Spanish have anti-magic codes, apparently.
The Nuramies are inside the city! They're inside the city, damn it!
Prophetess, come here! What's the meaning of this?
The Nuramies, they're inside the King's Bay! Their ships, they just appeared! I don't understand!
They just appeared? Are you trying to tell us that an entire fleet entered our harbor and nobody noticed it?
Of course. They cast an invisibility spell on their fleet. The magical blockade prevented us from recognizing it. Good plan. Thanks to the utterly capable military around here. One that worked out perfect.
Watch your mouth, wild mage. Nobody...
Come on. It does not matter how it happened. We must act quickly. Sharon, is the spell for the barrier of the gates ready?
One at the main gate, yes. But until now, we couldn't cast it because of the blockade. Can I give the signal?
Yes. They want us to panic, but we will not do them the favor. Activate the barrier, then return to us. Soldier, you said that the Neramis have already invaded the city. To what extent?
They're in the Fog District, I think. They overran the harbour gate before we were able to close it. But Sergeant Harlechan has entrenched himself in the gate of the lower district. He won't be able to hold it for long.
Good. Commander, station your soldiers on the battlement and use arrows to keep the Neramis at a distance.
It occurs to me, since we're not using the pistol anymore,
Let them get close.
we have no reason to stick to using the little scythe. So we're gonna start using this one instead.
You, Prophetess, will accompany me there. We will liberate the South Quarter and then secure the harbor gate, so that Skyrim will be able to place a barrier there as well. At least the heart of the city will be safe then.
You're going to...
If I'm gonna do that, I need to level up my two-handed skills. Let's see, where do I find those? Jeez, where do I find that? Oh, here we are. Okay, let's see, which one of these? Yeah, two-handed weapons, there we go. Battle axes, I think my weapon the scythe counts as a battle axe. I'm not sure I want that. Yeah, the rest of these aren't so interesting. Okay.
Are you ready? Good. We need to find Sergeant Harleyan. The soldier said he's in the South Quarter. Follow me.
Oh, wait till you see it, Leo. As I said, since the gun is pretty useless at this level,
They will pay for this.
I have no reason to use the one-handed scythe anymore. So we're gonna be using the two-handed scythe from now on. But I'm gonna wait until we actually actually get to the enemies. Can you guys see the background music all right?
Just as I suspected.
Infiltrators? Where? Run, little civilians, run! Flee, flee for your lives! Also, Leo, I do want to point out that
Wait.
your wife battle axes and weapons are a lot smaller than what people are thinking.
Oh, come on. Is that all?
I don't know why that's happening so fast. Okay. That's okay.
What the heck?
Anyways, Leo, is this big enough for you? What is my attack speed? That's interesting. I don't remember changing it. Ooh, this is the vanilla value. Is this bigger?
Bloody care what you're thinking. Secure the damn gate.
Bad timing.
Sergeant Harligan.
Who?
No, Alex,
Grand Master Aranthio.
I can make it.
It is an honor.
We're
The
just
honor is
under
mine.
attack.
What is the gate's status?
Bad. Dozens of Naramis are behind this gate and they're setting up rams.
Then we will stop them. We have to secure the harbor gate at all costs. Once we have done that, our majors will seal the gate. This is all of you, I take it?
For now, yes. But reinforcements are on the way.
What's with this jester guy that's just
Forgive my
running?
failure, Master. We should have seen it coming, but everything just happened so quickly.
I know. Now come on, we march out. Every second we wait will help the enemy.
Yes, sir. Guard, the Grand Master is relying on us, and so is Malthus. Live up to your names.
Yes, sir!
Go!
Okay. Hopefully I can just walk into them and then swing this thing around without caring about
Aaron's arms.
I'm not sure I can stop myself from being my allies in this situation.
What a waste of time. What the?
Good. Now close the gate.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean? What? Oh. Hang on, time to loot the bodies. Oh man, these guys don't have anything good on them. Ooh, the shield's okay. Oh wait, that's too heavy. Wait, what do you have on me there? Why is that too heavy?
Jump! Stop!
Oh, we can put away those. Since we're not using those anymore. What do you have on this? Why is so much? Check by weight. Oh, sort by weight. Oh, I guess the scythe does weigh a lot. That makes sense. I guess it's just a lot of low-weight
What?
items. Mostly.
What are you talking about?
Is it possible that the Naramis have sabotaged the mechanism?
Oh,
Sabotage? Yes, of course, that must be it. What can...
The locking mechanisms of the gate are on both sides of the wall, correct?
Yes. Yes, Master, that's right.
Good. Prophetess, you and I will fix the cranks. Sergeant, in the meantime, you and your men will keep the Nerimes off the gate. When we are finished, we will give the signal for retreat. Understood?
Yes, Master, of course. Get it. Elmar, prepare the cannon. Let's show the bastards what it means to defy the Lightborn. We will await your signal, Grandmaster. May his light guide you.
And you. Follow me, Prophetess, to the beacon.
Wait, where are we going? I think we're supposed to unjam the cranks that will let us close the gate. Okay.
Well then, there are two cranks with which the portcullis is We do not know if the Nerimes have already sabotaged both mechanisms, but I suppose so. I'm sure they're trying their best to do just that, but it will take time. The defense mechanisms of Ark are more than solid. Let's not push our luck. Yes?
Damn it.
I'm trying to... Oh wait, we can't... Oh, okay, I see. I have to take this one. Okay. Perfect. Aranthiel, you were supposed to go the other way. Not follow me. I can't swing my sword without... Or, I can't swing my scythe without a care in the world if you are in here with me.
Retreat! Now!
Oh. Yes, I don't know.
For freedom!
There they are. Get it. Nara, prepare the fire spitter.
Wait a second.
That was my light. I shouldn't
We're getting a lot of hallucinations. Oh dear.
Finally.
How's that fun for you, huh? Wait. Who was the... Oh, okay. We fixed it? Okie dokie. Is that it? Is that all the senseless slaughter that I get to participate in? Oh well. I guess that's it then.
You heard it! Go! Retreat!
Uh-oh.
Retreat! Now!
Do something, Grandmaster. Do something, damn it.
I got stuck on the other side of the gate.
It's over.
Well, I suppose reconquering the gate didn't go as well as planned, did it? What happened here?
Nothing. Secure the gate.
As you wish.
Just,
However,
so there was some
seems we have a
guy
visitor.
on the other side of the
Theodore
gate.
Aranthiel on the battlefield. I must
You need to shut the
confess,
door on
I am
that.
surprised. Oh my, look at these poor fools, trusting you until the end. It seems you still value human life as little as you did back in Kira. How many people was it, Aranthiel? I have forgotten.
Wise words from the mouth of a warmonger.
Oh, so that is what I am to you. If I remember correctly, it was you who refused to negotiate. You might not believe it, but I enjoy this no more than you do. Hence, one more time, Aranthiel, surrender. Your so-called army is a joke compared to mine, and it is merely a matter of time until we find a way into the city. So, for once in your life, make the right call and end this conflict before it gets even bloodier than it is now.
Well said, Clark. So, what do you expect us to do now? Ask in your wisdom? Kneel before you?
Yaslan Sharim, How disappointing to see you here. All your life you have fought religion and its tentacles, and now you fight for it.
I fight for something called common sense. You should try it sometime.
As I said, Aranthiel, last chance. Stop working on the beacon, and no one will be harmed. The cleansing has to happen, and you will not stop it.
Trust me, I will. Now, is that all?
It is.
Of course.
It is. Alma, line up the prisoners. I want to see each one of them crucified before nightfall. And then inform the troops. Every Enderalayan will be killed on sight.
Understood.
What?
Religion is a sickness, Aranthiel. And it is the cause of pretty much all the evil that has happened in this world over the past millennia. Your son saw that too, unlike you, but he also made a fatal mistake. To believe that the death of the Lightborn was going to change things. But they were just a symptom, not the cause of the sickness. The cause is religiosity itself, this particular way of thinking.
I'm sorry.
Oh, believe me, my train of thought is more rational than you might think.
I accidentally selected a dialogue option when trying to tab out to check my audio settings. My audio hasn't changed.
Religious people choose irrationality above reason, and dogmas above free thinking. They turn themselves into puppets, and by doing this, they are responsible too. And your behavior, Aranthiel, is the last proof I needed. Believe me, I wish there were another way. But you have shown me that there isn't. The High Ones will never elevate us until the ulcer of religiosity has been torn from every single head in this world. The cause is religiosity itself, this particular way of thinking.
We need to go back to the temple.
Okay, I will adjust the game audio as soon as we're out of this dialogue. Why didn't you help Harlahan and the
And lead that
Guardsmen?
entropist right into the city? Their death was necessary. It was an honor for them. As soon as Skyrim and the Arcanists have cast the seal on the door, it will be as safe as it can get, yes. But let us talk in the temple. We will proceed as planned. Light the beacon as soon as possible. That is all that matters. Shall
Let's see. Audio. I'll bring on the game a little more.
How long do you need to seal the gate?
Okay. Okay, man.
Good. Be quick about it. Galton, what is the situation in the upper district? Are all of the intruders dead?
Yes, Master. Some of the infiltrators have fled into the
I want
sewers,
to hear the
but
rest
we're
of
in
this dialogue before we talk
Good.
about it.
Tell the commander that I want all corpses to be disposed of before night falls. And let the repairs start as soon as possible. We are protected from intruders, but we have to beware of a panicking crowd inside. Then tell her to place archers and fire breathers on
What was
every
what earlier?
There are arcanists who will try to break the seals, but we will prevent them.
How much did you guys miss? How much do I have to explain here?
By the righteous path, you are well.
What happened to Jorek? And why in blazes do you stand around like bloody waxwork figures?
Jorek has betrayed us, Theodore.
Tentacles
What?
is the thing.
He has
that
revealed the
you tell
locations
me
of
on.
our scouting posts to Korek's army. That's why we didn't see their ships coming. A keeper has caught him talking to Korek through one of the silver plates. And don't worry, he's only unconscious.
Commander,
Betrayed.
get him out of here.
Of course, Grandmaster. Where should I take him?
Anywhere, for heck's sake! We will deal with him later. This is not a case for the tribunal.
Very well, Grandmaster.
What is the status of the beacon? Where is Marigel?
At the beacon. And there is a problem with your machine. But that's something they should tell you themselves. Now, excuse me, the entire city is in panic. The people expect an explanation.
Then give them one. Follow me, prophetess, to the beacon.
So basically, the gist is that things aren't going very well.
I don't care, damn it. Just do it.
You know, getting angry doesn't help anyone either.
I know, but
Who's this?
it's just too much at
I
once.
don't remember this girl.
I tell you, there's no word about a Numinos.
Well, if you say so, then I guess we have to get used to the idea that our machine will not glow anytime soon.
What are you talking about? We have the stones.
Grandmaster. Yes, that is right. We have the stones, and they give the beacon the energy it needs, as we had assumed. But
This crystal in the middle of the cross. It is the core of the machine, the Numinos.
So?
the Numinos is empty, Grandmaster. That's why it is so dark. If we were to ignite the beacon now, its energy would be emitted aimlessly, with devastating results.
An explosion, to be precise. An enormous one.
Well, the beacon explodes if we ignite it with an empty luminous.
Yes, at least that's what the writing suggests. Imagine the beacon as a huge arcane barrel full of black powder. To ignite it means to release all the energy stored within, and for all we know, it will be streaming towards the container with the crystal in its center, the Numinos. However, if this Numinos is empty, then it will backfire, so to speak. An explosion.
And that's something we hadn't noticed before?
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of experience in building Pyrean machines, so yes, indeed, we had not noticed it before.
So this means we have been working with a huge powder keg all this time?
No, it's more than that. The beacon can defeat the High Ones. The more we learn about it, the more certain we become. However, it needs a target, a kind of focal point. And if we ignite it without one, things will become very uncomfortable.
This means that without the luminous, the beacon is useless.
So it seems, yes.
This is...
I am very sorry, Grandmaster. We should have...
So we have to find this Luminos as soon as possible.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's
before you
something
ask,
we can
we
do.
don't know yet what the Numinos actually is, and neither do we know where to search for it.
But we will find a way. Give us a week, maybe two, and there will be results, I assure you.
Then begin. Prophetess, let's have rest. You will need it.
So basically, we just have to hold out for a week or two.
Such chaos.
Oh. I was supposed to talk to that guy. Can I somehow help you finding this
Yes, I
luminous?
think so. But right now, we can't do anything but read the writings from old Lothal Grant for the umpteenth time, hoping for some clue we might have missed before.
What in blazes happened to Sigil Master Batar? The Trinchisel said he betrayed us?
Yes, he did. Even though he was one of the closest confidants of the Grand Master. I don't know what to say.
Do we at least know why he did
Not
it?
really. But it was no secret that he regarded the Grand Master's actions against the Nerimese as careless. He does not seem to understand that the beacon is our only chance.
This means that all we can do now is to search for the luminous and hope that the Nerimese won't find a way into the city before then.
Yes, I guess. You should take a rest. I was told what you did to secure the gate. We'll call you as soon as we need your help.
Oh, that's all right.
Greetings.
So basically,
Yes.
Aranthi always showing like a little bit of his brutal side. or in the sense that he's willing to sacrifice a lot of people in order to achieve his goal, which, to be fair, is to save all mankind. So, arguably, sacrificing those people would be the right call. Okay. I want to attend this guy's interrogation.
Walk blessed.
But I'm not sure where I need to go. Oh, okay. Right here. And there we go. But anyways, that's something else. That's something we're gonna see more of going into the future. It's kind of a recurring
The
theme.
Grandmaster and the Truchessa do
Why
not
did you
want
kill
to be
Pegast?
disturbed. I'm sorry, sister.
I didn't kill her.
Good
How
work in the
often
harbor,
do I have
really.
to tell you that?
The prophetess found a bottle of cap dust near her body. How do you explain that?
Well, maybe there are thousands of dust addicts in the city, and not just me. Damn it. Yes, I gave Korek the locations of our outposts, but I had nothing to do with the death of that woman.
Then at least tell us who else Korek bought. Who hired the mercenaries in Old Rashengrad?
I don't know. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. And do you know why? Because this war is madness, Tealor. It is madness. It is unnecessary. And you are too fucking blind to see it.
I am blind? Which of us is the traitor? Which of us is responsible for the deaths of hundreds and hundreds of people?
Let's stick to the point. Accusations lead us nowhere.
Lady has a point.
A word of wisdom from your mouth, Natara. Bravo. Pity that your wisdom doesn't go beyond words. Weren't you always the most determined of the three of us? For 3 decades you led this country, and you never showed any weakness. But no, as soon as the grand, presumed dead Tealora Ranthiel returns, all you do is bow and scrape. Why, Natara? Have you too come to believe that pile of scrap metal out there can save us? Whatever that's supposed to look like. Or do you do it because Tealor warmed your bed back in the day?
You are only making it worse.
Oh, am I? You are so bloody blind. Blind and stupid. Both of you. Don't you realize how much of a fool this Korek really is? His only condition for peace was that we would stop rebuilding some ancient machine. What would that have cost us? Nothing. But no, Tealor. To you, this fantasy of cycles and high ones is more important. More important than anything else. Damn it, even your own people.
In Mass Effect,
Fantasy.
not only
So you still
did
believe
it
that the
help
threat
you,
is not real?
but if
After all
they
that has
actively
happened.
betrayed you to
I
undo
don't know.
everything you
I'm a
did to try
warrior,
and
not a
fight the
sage.
Reapers.
But even if it is real, what I do know is that we can only lose this war, and that we will dig more graves with each day we wage it. Up here we are safe, yes, but what about the villages, the farmers? Don't get me wrong, Tealor. I know what I did. But sometimes a quick cut is better than bleeding out slowly. Korek would have conquered the city. We would have surrendered. And maybe he would have even shown mercy. But it's too late for that now.
You see,
No. You didn't do this
Surrender.
for our country or our people.
surrender
You did
is
it because you
pointless.
wanted to save your own skin.
Because spoilers,
Nothing more and nothing
Korek
less.
wants to kill all
And
religious
yes, Jarek,
people.
maybe you are right.
which is
Maybe we can't win this
Everyone
war.
in Enderal.
But that doesn't mean I will
So
surrender.
surrendering
Because I have
will
something
not
that
save
you
anyone.
don't. Principles. You don't have any. You have nothing but your bottle of booze and your bloody dust. You are a hollow man without talent. And the only reason you are here
Ouch.
and not in the alleys of the Undercity is your
Aranthio is
bloodline.
letting it rip.
And now people are dead, all because of your cowardice. Do not think I will ignore that for old time's sake. I will count to 3. Who else has Korek bought? 1.
Now aren't you a tough guy, Tealor?
2.
What I did was right. One day you'll realize this too, and then you will be ashamed for you just...
Rip.
Tealor.
We are done here.
Yeah. Hard to blame him for that, though. Is that the... So, like... Tealor has his problems. We'll get to that later.
Greetings.
Further in the story, but...
Light fades away.
The thing with all these... Because this is like the last traitor we're going to encounter. Spoiler warning.
You just don't get any done.
So Taylor is not entirely in the right, but the traitors are even more in the wrong, because what none of them understand is that Korek, the guy who's invading us, he wants no survivors. Surrendering will not save anyone. But you want to believe, and that's something. So if you missed the speech we had back when I was having these audio things back at the gate, that was the point of his speech there. So Korek believes that religion or religious thinking is a plague, and the only way to fix the world is to get rid of all religious people. I wouldn't call it a plot hole, Leo. It's just that they're really desperate and they don't understand what's at stake. Oh, Jaspar's face flickers in your mind as you want to sit down. Something telling me that you want to... Okay. So we have to go talk to Jaspar. Right. I did forget to do that part of the quest. Yeah, it's not really a plot hole, Leo. We just
Good to see you.
don't quite understand what's going on. I mean, I feel none of them were out there listening to Korek go on about how religion is a plague upon the world, right?
Be careful, my Dane.
You don't
The
really
streets aren't safe at this
understand how he thinks, so we might even plausibly under the delusion that Korek might let them live if they just surrender.
Good evening.
But spoilers, Korek is not an honest man.
Wait,
And so
I think I know you.
the traitors
You helped the Grandmaster crush those Neremese bastards at the harbor,
only
didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
Wait a moment.
themselves.
Malfash's blessings.
Oh, so right, Jaspar. If you remember from last stream, his sister had one of the black stones, and she killed him, and the veiled woman brought him back to life. And so since then, he's kind of been here in this bar getting wasted and getting laid.
Ah, that pretty boy you... Aye, I did. A couple of hours ago. Drank like there's no... No, why would I? People don't usually check out here before they go. But if I... He sure didn't look like he was done.
Wait a moment. You're an outlander, aren't you?
And we killed his sister. So there's that too.
My Dane.
So he's not doing too well. Okay, so
Yes?
we have to search every bar in the city. Yeah, he does. And so do we. Although, our existential crisis is deserve a little more than you're thinking about. Okay, so we're going to the upscale tavern in the nobles' quarter first. Apparently. I don't actually know where I'm going. I'm just following the quest markers.
May your path always
like a good little girl.
Yes?
The Fat Lord. I have never been in here. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it important?
Hello.
Safe
If you
travel.
watch what's all able
Able men
men
to take up arms and help defend the city against those Naramis.
I didn't say good little boy. I said good little girl. I said I'm just following the quest markers like a good little girl. Are you sure you're not hearing what you want to hear, Tommy? Down, Tommy, down.
Huh? Can I help you?
Okay. Wow, we have to go pretty far to get to this. Oh, we jumped off the road there. Wait, oh, we're going to the Undercity. Oh, of course he's gonna be in the Undercity.
Mind your own fucking business.
Okay, boy. All I did was walk past you. Calm down.
My dame, please. The Lord will redeem you kindness.
Oh, there's another tavern.
Huh? What do you want? What are you doing here? Go ogle someone else.
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? I do that accent.
He's not here either. I wonder if it's always in the last place that you look, or if there's like, if he's just in one of the set places. I don't actually know. Maybe I could have just skipped right to the end
My
and
damn.
avoided going to those other places. Oh well.
Now you're quite the sight. How about a little bit of fun?
Alright. Oh, it's... Wait, this is...
Now look at
Oh,
that.
there he is.
If it isn't the Holy Prophet. What are you doing here? Looking for some fun? Hey, what the heck is wrong with you? Don't be a prick. You are way too serious sometimes, you know that? There are times when you just have to indulge.
So much in here. There's a difference between indulging and drinking yourself under the table.
I am enjoying myself. You should try that for a change, you know. Who knows what are you doing here anyway?
Well, your own sister tried to kill you. I just wanted to check in on you, see if you need someone to talk to.
Right. Talking. Talking is good. Or is it? I forgot.
You blame yourself for Adila's death, don't you? You can't deal with what happened.
Maybe I can't, yeah. Or maybe I don't give a fuck about Adila. Maybe I don't give a fuck about any of you. And I'm just waiting for the right moment to stab you all in the back. Who knows? That's the great thing about life. You can never tell exactly which way the wind blows.
Damn it, pull yourself together. Should I say this or should I say the other one? Jaspar, what's wrong with you? You're not yourself. Should we be angry or empathetic?
I'm not. What if what you're seeing here is my true self? Hmm? And if it was, would you still bother pretending to care? Nah, you wouldn't. I think if you really knew me, you'd have been long gone.
What's your point? We're friends. That's not going to change.
Friends? You just don't want to get it, do you? Let me think how I can make myself more clear.
What's it gonna do?
3 words. I don't care where my jobs come from and what I have to do as long as I'm getting paid. I don't care if the beggar in the front of the tavern eats his own shit as long as I can enjoy my beer inside. And I don't care if people who think they're important to me kick the fucking bucket because I just don't care. Adila's dead? Fuck it. At least that means there's no one around anymore who knows what I really am. Alicia. She was the first one. I took what I wanted from her, and when it got too tiresome, I just left her behind. Like all the others, before and after her.
All the others? What do you mean?
Have you never wondered why I'm by myself? Loyalty, friendship, love. It's bullshit. We're born alone, we live alone, and we die alone. And I seem to be the only one who fucking sees it. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah. So this is one of the... He's in the denial stage of grief. In this case, he's not denying that Adila died, but he's denying that he cares about her death.
The high ones. Yeah. When those thugs killed our family, she was so hurt, so lost, you know? But do you think I did anything to help her? What Adila did, what she became, that didn't just happen overnight. I always felt that something was wrong with her, how she kept on withdrawing from the outside world, reading all these stupid books my father always read. But I never went to see her. I never wrote her. And you know why? Not because there wasn't time for it. Not because I couldn't cope with it myself. Couldn't bother with her moodiness. Didn't bother with all the drama. I just as I didn't give a fuck about Licia.
Licia wanted something you couldn't give her. You told me that.
We were on a mission in Golden Forest, and had just set up camp for the night. That was a couple of nights after we realized that we had different expectations. I went to get firewood, and when I came back, there were 6 bandits in the camp. Licia was out cold. She was still alive. I saw it. She was alive, but I just ran. I just turned around and fucking ran.
It was 6 against 1. Was there really anything you could have done for her?
Does it matter? I didn't even consider fighting, not for a moment.
You got scared. It's not exactly heroic, but it sure as hell is human.
A lot of things are human. That doesn't make them better. Do you think it was any different with us? I saw you and felt there'd be money in helping you. And if that Korak had offered me my life against yours, do you think we're friends? Or whatever. But we aren't.
All this has stopped being lucrative long ago, and you know it. You're still here because you believe in our mission.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead. You think I'm something that I'm not. Something I never was. I'm a sellsword,
appreciates that.
not one of the good guys.
That was the right choice.
And you think that you know me, but you don't. Adela and Lycia, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, please, just go, okay? I need to get away from here. From this city, from these people, from everything.
Well, I have some bad news just regarding leaving the city. Oh, apparently he can just teleport out. I forgot about that. Well then, I guess, we can leave after all. I was about to say that we're kind of trapped here, but I forgot you can just kind of teleport. It is. Now we just have to get up to the Sun Temple.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already. They just sit on their asses and hope things settle
There's the Sun. Wow, the city guard's just still complaining about the people and not about the giant army sitting outside our gates. Well, very nice of them. Alright, time to advance the main story.
Yes, that just might work.
Pretend you don't see the clipping around my ankles. Oh boy, you guys remember this dream, right? I have to talk with Daddy. He has something important to tell me. Gee, I wonder who's going to bury him this time. Hello, Daddy.
Now look who's here. So, I know you still didn't find it. You think you know what you're doing. But the truth is, you're still wandering through the mist, just like all the others.
You're wrong, Daddy. We found the torch, and I found the fire.
Yes, that is what you believe. You know, it would be so easy to see the truth, to feel it, if you, for all your heroism, had not forgotten one thing. To listen. Come, let me show you what I mean.
He's not especially hateful today. Oh my, what are we going to find in here this time? Nice meat.
There we go. Sit down and let us listen to the silence. Okay, fine. I get it. You know you have sinned, and that's why you're lying. But look, honey, I'm your husband, and I deserve the truth. Lying is a sin. You know that as well as I do. And you also know the position this puts me in.
What else do you want me to say? It's ours! Yours!
I see, so we're dreaming about a conversation we heard.
You make me very, very unhappy. Next time it's going to hurt. Whose child is it? Oh, Lord, is this what I get for my piety? All these years I sacrificed myself for this family. I toiled, I buried my dreams, and all of it because I wanted them to be happy. And now my own witch betrays me and carries another one's fruit in her belly. But no, As if that weren't enough, she denies me the truth. Me, her own husband. Just what am I supposed to do now, Lord? I beg you, tell me. What shall I do?
A well-functioning family here.
Of course, Lord. You are right. How could I be so blind? The Creator has spoken to me, honey. A child born of sin is tainted. And this is why we will drown it. Yes, that's what we'll do. As soon as it's out, we'll put it in the trough.
You're a monster. You're a goddamned monster.
I beg your pardon.
No,
I think you just said something that would have made me really unhappy. But unfortunately, I didn't hear you loudly enough. So please, be so kind as to say it again. What? I can't hear you, darling.
The female voice actor is doing a pretty good job.
So tell me, my child, how does it feel to be powerless? How does it feel having to watch and not being able to do anything?
I couldn't help. I never could.
No, but now you can, can't you? But there's no more time, silly. I have to go now, forever. It's been so long since I last ate, and I'm craving a slice of meat. Bloody, crisp meat. Goodbye.
Oh, so is that the last stream that we're gonna have? Goodbye, Daddy. Achievement unlocked.
By the wise hermit, what's the matter with you? Hey, come on, wake up.
Just are?
This just doesn't make any sense.
Why
can't it ever be easy?
This isn't right. There's no way he recovered that quickly. I'm guessing this is another dream. Save them. We need to save them. We need to light the beacon.
But we will. You found the Black Stones, and we'll use them, no matter how hard this Korak tries to stop us. But first of all, you should calm down a little. No offense, but you look like shit.
I'm fine. What happened? Why are you here?
Shock of shocks, because I heard you screaming. Plus, look. About that talk we had in Silver Cloud, that was a pretty disgraceful performance on my part. It's just that the past few moons were a lot for me to deal with. Let's put it that way. And what happened to Adela, it was the last straw. I guess what I'm trying to say is,
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah,
I said a lot of bullshit down there, which you didn't deserve.
Really quickly. We're good. Don't worry about
Happy
it.
to hear that. But, be that as it may, Skyrim and the Ark, best you go see them as soon as possible.
Fair enough. Where are they? At the
No,
beacon?
in the Chronicum. And one more thing before you leave. Kalia, the sad-looking girl. How do you feel about her?
We're friends. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Thanks for... We'll catch up later, okay? Take care.
Yeah, that was a really quick recovery, but I'm guessing if that was another High One's vision, it would have unveiled itself right now. Oh, it would have ended already. So I guess it was genuine.
Walk blessed.
I guess he got over his hangover.
Sounds to me as if we'd risk a lot for just a ghost of a chance. I'm not sure if this is wise.
There you are. Have you recovered?
As good as it gets. How's the situation?
Well, I suppose as good as can be expected under our circumstances. The Truchessus and half our Arcanists to reinforce the gate citadel, which makes working on the beacon harder,
the background music is bugged
Furthermore,
or not, because
the
it's been
nightmares have
playing the
become
same
worse,
song
and more
this
reports of the
entire
Red
time.
Madness are coming in. It's tragic. Truly tragic.
Do you think the High Ones are
Oh yes,
gaining
without
power?
any doubt. The war has made things far worse. It's almost as if the High Ones draw strength from the chaos. Or maybe it's a sign that the cleansing is approaching. I don't know.
I see. What's the progress of the beacon? I've been told that you found a lead regarding the
Well,
news.
let's say we have a lead to a place where we could find a lead. But let me start. While you were sleeping, someone tried to break into the storehouse of the garrison. A starling named Kamai.
Why did he break into the store?
Well, brace yourself. He said he was looking for Shadow Steel, because he's been working on a starship for 2 decades now. He wants to use it to find the forgotten homeland of his people.
But how does that involve the news?
Well, bear with me. At first, of course, we all considered him insane. He was begging and pleading and insisting that he was just an inch from finishing his ship, and that it really could get him to the Star City. No chance is better than 2. That's how the saying goes. You should talk to the Grandmaster. He called for you.
Did he now? How nice. Then I suppose I'll answer the holy call of duty. Walk blessed, Archmagister. Ah, Prophetess. If you have a moment, I'd like to talk. Just come upstairs when you find the time.
Well, unlike the others, the Grandmaster listened to him, and he ordered the scouts in Doomville to look for the cave where he claimed his workshop was.
2 different quests.
And you won't believe it, but they found out 2 things. First of all, the ship really does exist. And secondly, he says he used ancient Starling plans to construct the ship, which were handed down for generations in Anku, the Starling city on Nerim. We had a look at them. They look very similar to the plans we used to construct the beacon.
Similar? So you're implying the ancient fathers of the Starlings, who apparently live in the Forgotten City, are also the ones who created the beacon?
Well, either that, or the ones who created the beacon also helped the ancient fathers build the Star City. But either way, what it does mean is that the ancient fathers must have known about the cycle, and therefore about the High Ones and the cleansing.
And you think they could help us find out what the news
Well,
is?
let's put it this way. If anybody knows, it's them. And it's definitely the best lead we have found so far. So, in other words, what that means is that we need to help this Kamai finish his ship, and that we will accompany him. Just imagine if it works. A city in the stars that has lasted for millennia. It's unbelievable, truly unbelievable.
Alright, how do we proceed?
First, you should visit Kamai's workshop in the Powder Desert, and, needless to say, be vigilant when outside the city. The Nerimese might not be careful. You are familiar with teleport magic, aren't you? Here, take this scroll. It will transport you directly to the Powder Desert. I need to get back to my studies now. The more we learn about the beacon, the more fascinating it becomes. Yes?
Huh?
Okay. So I am going to restart my game real quick because I suspect the background music is bugged and keeps replaying the same song. So I hope you guys don't mind. So anyways, we just started 2 quests, and for some reason the dialogue for the first quest cut off. The dialogue for the second quest played, and then we went back to the first quest dialogue. So we are going to do Uslan's quest first, because I believe it is necessary to get to the quote-unquote secret ending, but the new one that was added in the DLC that I haven't seen before. So we will do that one first.
Pathlessness wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
Upstairs first.
Lashari brought that map from some Parayan ruin a couple of weeks. Looks confusing, doesn't it? She said it contains more knowledge about the Parayans than all the tomes in the Sun Temple's library put together. And now she's gone, just like Constantine. It still feels surreal. I did, yes, because I require your help in a personal matter. Hard to explain. Come.
Uh-oh, we're
Fair
off-screen
enough.
teleportation.
Where do I start? Imagine the following scenario. You're in an old fortress. Suddenly a door opens and a bandit
We're
charges
in
in.
the bathhouse.
Before you
We
even
really walked all
realize
the
what
way
is
to the
happening, he
bathhouse?
raises his bow, nocks an arrow, and fires it straight at your throat. What happens next?
No idea. The arrow
That
misses
is
me?
one possibility, yes. It might be the one you would experience. Truth, however, is a bit more complex than that. Reality branches off into millions of new realities. One in which the
multiverse.
bandit kills you, one in which he gets hit by a falling piece of rubble from the ceiling, one in which a tunnel spider jumps out from the shadows and kills him. The possibilities are endless. Everything that can happen will happen, and creates a new eventuality in the process, another reality.
The sea of eventualities. And am I right to assume that your request has something to do with it?
I'm getting there. I assume you know that this mechanism is also the reason for the existence of magic. An arcanist is able to transport eventualities from one reality into another, and thus perform feats considered supernatural. So far, so good. But what if there were a way to not only bring elements of other eventualities into ours, but to travel these other realities physically?
How in blazes is this possible?
Well, this is where it gets exciting, isn't it? With the Planeswalker. Come, let us sit.
The Planeswalker.
Have you ever heard of the name Dalmaric?
Going into some Magic the Gathering stuff here. Dalmaric, the keeper who destroyed Thalgard with the sun
That's
fire.
the one. What hardly anyone knows, however, is that Dalmaric's experiments reached far beyond the Sunwheel. Among other things, he worked on a device called the Planeswalker, a combination of Endralian mentalism and Paraean technology.
And this device allows its user to change reality.
Temporarily, yes. Sadly, Dalmaric never had the chance to finish it, since he was too busy blowing up Thalgard.
So you're planning to rebuild the Planeswalker, aren't you? Why? To save Lashari?
Lashari? No. Even if we were to find a reality where she didn't die, we couldn't bring her back. Suffice it to say that there is something I need to see. Something I want to see. To be honest, it wasn't my intention to drag someone else into this. But there's no other choice, so here we are.
So you need my help to rebuild the Planeswalker.
Indeed. It would mean a lot to me, if that's worth anything to you.
Alright, where do we
Well,
start?
first of all, we need to acquire two materials I wasn't able to find here in Ark. The ether crystal, and a special kind of alloy. According to my research, Dalmaric's old laboratory in Thalgard would be a good place to start our search.
Good.
Right
Where
in the
is
middle
this
of Thalgard's
laboratory?
contaminated areas. You have a map, don't you? Here. Ah, and one more thing. I would appreciate it if we could keep this matter between you and I for now. I know I've said it before, but this mission is personal, and I'd rather not have to justify it to Aranthia. Firstly, because it's a personal matter. Secondly, it's too much of a risk as long as Khalim and his helper are still sauntering about. The less people know of this mission, the better.
Listen, if I'm to risk my life for this, I want to know what it's about. At least the essentials.
The essentials. Well, suffice it to say that what happened to Lashari and Constantine have made me question certain things. I know that they gave their lives for the greater good, but frankly, there have been times when I've found it hard to stay true to our cause. I am hoping that what I'll find over there will help me regain some sense of purpose. Yes, I know, probably not the answer you were hoping for. but it's the best I can do for now. Forgive me.
Alright, then let us get started.
We will. I will meet you in Thalgard.
Okie dokie. Sean map. Oof, that is really far away. But we should be able to get reasonably close. What is this one? It's the voice itself and not the pitch. I wouldn't know what you're talking about there, Tony. Okay, so where the heck are we? This is not where I thought I would be going. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Name a more iconic duo, Tommy and hearing voices. I mean, hearing similarities in voices. Or maybe you hear voices too. My red tower. Where the heck am I? Oh, right, Riverville. Oh man, of all the places I could have picked, none of them were next to a Myra tower. Okay. Well, I guess we'll run over to this thing. You only hear voices when you read posts from people whose voices you know well enough? Who might that be, Tommy? Okay. Finally found our Myred. So now we can journey to...
Hello, good to hear. Where to?
Well, watch, that's where we need to go. If you've heard them speak enough and hear their voice in your head when you're okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick save.
Walk blessed,
and
friend.
then
Where are you headed?
To follow the road. No? Yes, here's the road. Do I not do that? No, I don't. I read too quickly to hear much of a voice at all, I suppose. It's like, at least when I'm reading, normally at least, like, I don't read word by word. I just kind of take in the entire sentence at once. And so if you do that, you don't really have time to hear the voice in your head. Because you just like, take in the information that is not into your mind. And it's not something I've really practiced either. It's just something that I do without, well, I guess I've learned to do it without really trying. Yes, I do read rather quickly. As expected of an ancient powerful starship. Wait, do I have no arrows? Where Oh, it must have been bugged from the time I was, equipped the training arrows back in the city. So it didn't re-equip. Okay, so how do I get up? Do I do some mountain climbing to get up there? Oof. Mountain climbing in this game is not quite as elegant as it is in Genshin, much as I would like it to be. Okay, okay, looks like we got it. So we just have to kill all these beasts. Ow. Who's what? Oh. Okay, this one should have. When you hit all these still skeletons, it's kind of hard to tell which ones are the ones shooting at you. Okay. An interesting place. I've never been here before. Obviously, this wasn't... None of this was in the version of the game that I played, so this is all new to me. I have no idea what's going to happen from here on out. Huh? Yeah, looks like this place is not uninhabited. Oh my god, Yuslin, what magic was that? You just... Jesus, can I learn that spell? Can you teach me that? Please?
Tenacious bastards.
Who are these?
Sunborn.
Savages?
The descendants of those who had the dubious pleasure of surviving the Sunfire.
Has anyone
I don't
ever
think
tried
so.
to heal them?
Researching the matter would be quite costly. And who would profit from it? They don't. I'm not an expert on the subject. As I said, 2 objects. I'll look for the alloy. You look for the... I don't know exactly. And regarding your think of it as a kind of enhancer of... I suggest you try his old... Come on, let's get started. Just come back here once you've found the crystal.
Okay, let's do some sniping out here. Oh, I missed. Okay, so when he casts his magic on them, it removes the like glowy effect you have. It makes them really hard to see because without the effect, they're otherwise invisible. Oh, and we are encumbered again. Lo and behold. Is anything I can get? Oh wait, that was my tail. I don't want to take off my tail. Hey, where'd it go? Huh? Oh, okay. Scrolling down. Where... Wait, seriously, what? Hey, those exist. Oh wait, no, I do have my tail. What did I take off? Nothing appears to be missing. My glasses? No. I'm still wearing those. Huh. What? So, wait, what did I get rid of? Oh, was it the earrings? No, those were not my earrings. Ring? Oh. Okay, figured out. Oh wait, but I'm still over encumbered. Wait, no, I'm not. Oh, wait. Wait, why am I so slow? Oh, I was never encumbered. Oh, wait. It must have bugged out. Because I got hit with a frost spell. And it slowed me down. And then I guess I'm still affected by it, even though the frost spell wore off. So let me see if I can fix that. Oh yeah. Something bugged up there. Okay. Okay. We're back to zooming around again. Okay. So we're gonna switch those up. I'm gonna chop all these guys up. Okay. Must be one upstairs. So we are looking for an ether crystal. Ouch. That is a particularly bloody... That is a particularly bloody, undead. Huh, okay. Well, I did not find an ether crystal up here. Do we go back down? Oh, a liver. Okay, okay, so I have to come up here to open the door. Is this it? Strange crystal.
Have any luck?
I think so.
So?
Aye,
Have any luck?
it's all shards. The roof came down on it.
What? No, that can't be. Show me.
Suit yourself.
No.
I think we...
Oh, no.
Looking into...
It's impossible.
An alternate reality
Apparently
here.
it's not. So what about my pay?
You'll get it.
Huh? What? I am not sure what just happened. So I think we are currently... We stepped into a parallel world, I would presume. But I don't understand why that guy just spontaneously exploded. Oh, that was me. And I just died. Also, my ears are massive over there. Oh, that was cool. I mean, I know it's not the game's fault, my ears. That was like, when creating my character, that was like the default size of the ears, and they're just like ridiculously big. And so I have to scale them down a bit.
Well, maybe you're just wrong, and this goddamn crystal was never in here in the first place. Ever thought of that?
It is here. Let's keep looking.
All right, all right. We have all the time in the world, don't we?
Okay, we're just world hopping like mad, right? you done with the world hopping?
Ah, there you are. So?
I found it, but some, let's say, strange things happened
Doesn't surprise
on the way
me.
back.
What exactly?
Well, when I picked up the crystal, I started seeing things. You, myself, people I didn't know.
I suppose those were glimpses into nearby reality strands. The crystal enhanced your gaze and let you perceive elements of other eventualities in this one.
I also saw Lashari. She was in the ruin with another version of you.
Lashar? Yes, of course. It must have been a scene from another reality, and I asked her for help instead of you, which would have been my plan if she weren't... Well, let's not talk about it. That we still haven't caught her killer is driving me insane.
I see. So that's why the guy exploded. In one of those eventualities, you killed the mercenary who was working for you.
I did? Ah, I see what you're getting at. You're drawing... It is. Are you aware of... I don't know what the Yuzlan from the other reality went through, but it's likely that he... Either way, no need to be afraid of me. Now, may I see the crystal?
Fine, here's the crystal.
Thank you.
Because Yuzlan
I
killed
do
him.
have the alloy, by the way. It's a bit... Huh. Either way, we did what we came in. Here, I found this further down. I will need a couple of days at least to fully reconstruct the Planeswalker. I started months ago, but the crystal and the alloy was... Meet me in the dust pit in the Undercity 2 days from now. It's some kind of arena, in case... See you then.
Interesting. Okay, so that's it for this quest then. I guess we get to continue with the main quest in the meantime. But that was interesting. Oh, a jewelry box. I hope something interesting is in here. Alright. And now we go back to the main quest. Okay. Right. Starship time. It's time to fly, boys. We are going to space. I think we have enough time to finish this. Start out what time? What you thinking about now? But yes, it's time to go to space, my lads. The Spanish are in general doing well. I did answer, Tommy. Yuzlan killed him, that's why he exploded. I answered you twice now. Why are you still going what? Can you not hear me? What's going on, Tommy? Earth to Tommy. Ardiri to Tommy. Oh gosh, you feel dumb now? It's okay, Tommy. You're distracted, huh? You're not paying attention to my stream, is it? Is that it? Oh, who's this?
What? Where's your flesh? You don't have any flesh! Monster!
Okay. Apparently you just need to minimize Discord which we watch streams. Oh. Oh, what does this person? Yeah, maybe that would be a good idea, Tommy. You know, we're just gonna run past these guys. I don't want to fight every bug and crazy person in this desert just to get to space. No, not part of you. Scroll brain track 30 different things at once. Oh, look, we're undead. Wow, that emoticon really looks like you're in absolute despair. It's impressive. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, other side of the mountain, okay. Please, game, just let me walk through the desert in peace. Without having to fight every 5 steps I take. The emoji, Tommy, the crying emoji, looks like you're just in absolute despair. Is this it? Did I make no? Where am I? Oh, no, this looks like it's right. From here, maybe? Oh dear, oh wait. Maybe at the, oh, okay. Let's, oh. I thought that would be okay because I was jumping into water, but oof. Where am I? Oh, oh, okay. Okay, so let's go a different way. No, it's not. No, Minecraft logic works. It's just that apparently didn't count as water because it was a waterfall instead of being proper water. Can I walk up this? But yeah, no, you can jump into water and survive just like Minecraft. It's just that waterfalls don't count. So yeah, I think maybe we're supposed to go around in the south end. Yeah, obviously, there's no actual water in a waterfall. That's just in the scenario. Quick save here. Oh, yes, the jungle. The jungle. Okay, I'm here. Where is the door? Okay, seriously. I thought it was going to be at the base of the mountain, but apparently it's not. I really have no idea where it is. But we went to the top, and it wasn't there either. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it because it's really hard to sing with the monitor on. When you're hearing yourself, when you're hearing yourself with like a 1 second delay, it really interferes with your ability to be in tune. So I think I did a reasonable job there. Okay. We're gonna climb back up the mountain. And I don't think... You know what, screw this. I don't feel like spending all string on this. We're just gonna... zoom. We're just gonna fly. Where the heck is this door? Oh, there it is.
341410. You, how dare you come back?
Goodbye. That laugh? Which laugh? Not mine, I don't... Oh. Hello.
Prophetess, it's good to see that you're here. Just follow the hallway down into the cave. That Starling man is on the ship. Or whatever you want to call it.
Hey look, Tommy, your favorite. Robot spiders.
Transcribe verse 80 100
That is not what I thought a starship would look like, but okay. I remember you freaking out when we first saw those.
Well,
So
he
how
can't
you
have built
doing
it all
now?
by himself. Just look at that thing. It's unbelievable.
I know, but apparently those steel spiders helped him. Interesting creatures, really. With enough of them, we could build another sun temple.
Huh, probably. Still, it would be better if he used his machines to keep those Neramese fanatics out of our city. Trusting in the seal of a Neramese sinistropist.
Wait.
It's naive,
I thought they were
if you
real.
ask me.
Well, you can't say that it doesn't work.
So far, if entropy is anything, it's unpredictable, Marek. 5 out of every 10 students do not live to see 30 winters. Ugh. Anyway, let's just hope that the
Oh, I thought the robot spiders were actual spiders, so you're okay with robot spiders as well.
What he did ask for was a tube with a circumference of 3 fingers' length. And does this look like 3 fingers' length to you? His thoughts exactly. Now bring him a new one. Chop chop.
Okay, so this guy exclusively refers to himself in the third person.
You are the one everyone is talking about.
Kermai
Kazor Tatakajabe. Pleased to meet you.
Thanks. I was told you needed help finishing your... ship?
Material, not help. To be honest, with all those brutes hammering on Gertrude right now, he is more concerned for her well-being than for his own need to be helped out.
I see, but you will take us on your expedition as soon as Gertrude is ready to fly.
That's the deal, yes. Even though he wonders what you hope to find up there. Anyway, enough talk. They say you are quite skilled in finding things. And there are things that need to be found to finish Gertrude. Sakabaku copper alloys and a Pyrian crystal cube. Find them, the sooner the better.
Oh boy. I see. Where am I supposed to find these
Well,
things?
that's the challenge. The alloys can probably be found in one of the old Starling mines in the Powder Desert. But as far as he knows, you might find one in Thalgard. In the time of the expansion, there was a famous... Here, I'll mark both locations on your map. Please don't die. That would be most unpleasant. Ah, and one of the Arcanists was so kind as to put a teleport rune in the cave. So you can use this scroll to return here. And now, excuse him. There's a lot to do, and Gertrude does not like to be kept waiting. Well, well. You are the one everyone is talking about.
So, another fetch quest. Perfect. Find a... You know what? We were just there. We were just there in Thalgard. That is disappointing.
Huh. You're the one that called it for tests, right? Congratulations on passing the trial, I guess.
Yeah, I'm surprised to find that his starship is actually a but maybe the stars in this world are actually in the air? Who knows, it might have a very different cosmology
Huh?
from ours.
Can I help you? They just sit on their asses
Okay.
and things
We're
settle
going to
themselves.
go to the Myra Tower, we're going to go to Well Watch, and we're going to go all the way back to the place we just were. Because it would have been really nice to know what the locations were so we could have done them both at the same time. But there was no way for us to know that because I did not remember.
Good evening. Sure. Where to?
Yeah, okay. The music was definitely bugged. I just realized. Because this is the first time I thought about it since restarting the game. And the music was definitely bugged because we're not getting that combat music all the time now. I realized it when we were in the dream because
Walk
the
less, my lady.
dream has its
Where do you
own
need to go?
music that wasn't playing at the time. But good to know that I was right. Apparently. Anyways, time to run. Why don't we increase the run speed a tad? Since I've already traveled this path. So let's just make us a little bit faster. So we can zoom up there without taking too long of our remaining stream time. As we are entering Usain Bolt mode. Oh, here we are. That didn't take too long. Yes, the crematory. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, good sis. And goodbye to you too. Let's check out the chest. It's an Urbaya, Tommy. That's what happens in this world when you use too much magic. You mutate and turn into one of those. It's not the first one we've seen here, by the way, so... You should have seen this before by now. But it's okay. Wait, where the heck? Oh. Okay. Okay, so I have to look. Yeah, we've seen ones. Because, okay, so the reason why I had the aura was because that was a summon from one of the mages. But you can also. We've also encountered normal ones without the summoning thing. Where did we find this cube? Cube, hello? Crystal cube? No, it's not here. In the chest? Did I miss it somehow? Spare parts? No, I don't think this is it. Oh, let's turn on our light so we can see better in these dark little corners. No, I don't see a cube anywhere. Oh, okay, I'm still not at the correct location. I have to follow the road. Okay. I don't remember this at all, actually. I guess this part was just questing everything. I wasn't exactly remember. It was really pretty tough, which is, I guess, what happens when you try to fight, fire wolves with a fire-enchanted sword. I guess it just doesn't work very well. Who could have foreseen that? This was good. This way or that way? Should I hop over this wall? Oh, okay. We're gonna make a save here. I'm gonna try and descend the mountain without dying. I have a feeling our destination is somewhere down there. Okay, almost there. And there we go. Excellent. Oh, that's more of you. Wow, these guys are getting pretty tough. I can't even one-shot them with the bow anymore. I guess we are getting pretty high leveled. Okay. What's okay? Wait, what's okay, Tommy? What are you talking about? Oof. Yeah, there. Progress. Oh. I guess we're supposed to leap across here and follow the road. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That works. Was there supposed to be a cube anywhere? I didn't find one, but yeah, it was invisible, but I guess it was there. Good enough. I'm not being able to one-shot them anymore? I don't know. It just doesn't feel satisfying when you don't one-shot enemies with the bow. I suppose. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to Google. Okay. And we're gonna run up there, and I'm not sure how much time we'll have after we get there. So we'll see if I'd like to be able to complete this Star City on this stream. That might not be possible. We'll see how we're doing on time. Might end up going a little long. Hopefully we don't have to go too long. We'll see. Depends on how long it takes me to find these alloys. I'm just ignoring these guys because I really wish there were less mobs up here in the desert. I don't know why, but the desert seems especially bad. It's like every few feet there's more and more mobs. Please go away. Okay. Into the mine we go.
The world is dying. Such nice play. Let me have a piece.
We're gonna split that spider's head in two, apparently. Where's the thing? Over here? Oh, it's above us. Oh, okay. We have to go to the second floor. Found their alloys. Excellent. And 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That was excellent. We might be able to finish the Star City at last. I know that you said it's above us, but at first I thought you said it's above us, and I was very confused for about 30 seconds. I am not sure how you managed to mishear that, Tommy. But good job. Good boy, Tommy. At least you managed to get it right in the end. And that's what matters.
Well, any luck? He thought so. Very good work. Your reputation is well deserved.
I have found the alloys. At least I think so.
Perfect, that's them. Good work.
Yes, head pats for Tommy. That would be everything,
Yes,
right?
he didn't expect it. But you and your order have been of great assistance indeed. And you should go to the captain's cabin before you leave. Your Grand Master arrived a short while ago, and it seems he wants to talk to you.
I guess we have to go in through here.
Prophetess, have you found the missing pieces?
Yes, he said the ship would be ready to fly in a day.
According to Kurmai, your journey will last 2 days. I've instructed him to first head for... According to the Starling writings, this is where the ancient fathers kept all their knowledge. The heart of the Star Cities. And you will not be traveling on your own. The mercenaries, Sakaresh, Magistra Yaela, and her adjutant will accompany you. I expect you to be back at the temple in 1 week, with knowledge about the Numinas.
Will Ark withstand the siege in the
As long as
mountain?
Skyrim's barriers are holding, yes. However, we should not rely on them.
Good. Where are the others?
They will be there when the ship leaves. Before you go, however, I suggest you return to Ark to proper... Prophetess.
Yeah, we'll just wait. Adjutant? Girls, wait, you play Girls from Earth? I don't play it myself, but I do know people who do. Okay. We are going. Okay.
I just don't see the
Star
fucking
City
point.
will probably take another like 10-15 minutes. I think
You are expected.
it would be fine for the stream to go on that long. Unless you
Good.
guys
And on their way back, the
have
others will be able to
objections
steer the
to
ship
that.
without you, correct?
Yes, they won't be steering anything, to be precise, because Gertrude flies on her own as soon as the coordinates have been set. He thanks you, Tielor Aranthiel. Any other Grand Master would have laughed at him, but you have listened instead. Now he will be the first of his people to meet the Ancient Fathers. It is hard to believe that. Walk blessed, and all the best for your fight.
Thank you. The others are expecting you. And there's one more thing. This amulet belonged to my son. I want you to have it. Wear it or not, the choice is yours. Now leave. And do not disappoint me.
That's nice of you. Cooldown of talents is reduced by 20%. That's actually really good. But I'm not taking off my necklace for that. But, okay, thank you, Aranthiel.
Welcome aboard.
This
How
actually
are
is
things
very
going?
nice
Are you ready?
piece of equipment. Yes, let's begin.
Well then. All aboard! Then raise the ramp! She's taking off! And there we go. Good. Very good.
This is incredible.
Incredible.
Fly!
Moving. Behold. Behold the clipping. Oh, hey, Kalia, have you been here the whole time? Oh, they're both here. I didn't realize that at all. speak with Kalia or go to sleep.
Sayura, how are... Okay, let's just skip the small talk. I was never good at that. I wanted to see you because there's something I need to show you. Follow me. I couldn't sleep, so I used the chance to take a look around. The thought that Carmine did this all by himself... It's incredible. It would take dozens of Enderalian craftsmen at least 5 years to do this.
It is a space boat. The inside doesn't quite look like the outside, does it?
Are you ready?
This must be where the ship's machinery is, isn't it?
But just bear with me. You'll be surprised. Ready to go in? Good.
I guess so. Ooh la la.
Carmine told me about this place. This sphere is what keeps us in the air, and it draws its energy from the water. Crystal water, that's what he called it. I just had to see it for myself.
Interesting. Wait a minute. There was this place like this in the Aged Man's mansion. Look, was he using the same
It's beautiful,
mechanism?
don't you think?
It's
in any
stunning,
case,
yes.
He just can't believe it. No, he just can't believe it.
Oh, damn.
Let me guess, we shouldn't be down
quickly,
here.
run.
Oh, run. They're running. And hiding.
That should do it. Now, wait a second.
What part of vertical didn't you understand? He thinks his instructions were clear. Stay here. Do nothing. But no. You decide to run around the ship and open whatever door crosses your path. And no, don't look at him like that. Next time, there will be consequences.
Oof, the robot spider got the blame for what we did.
Well, okay.
Saved by the bell, I guess.
Yes.
Oh my god, that laughing animation.
Sayura, that... by the name of the sun, Here we are, on a mission to save mankind, and instead of sharpening our weapons and talking gloomily, we play hide and seek like two little kids who just stole an apple from their... That's just bizarre, isn't it?
Well, as far as I know, Gloomy Talk hasn't won any battles
No,
yet.
it hasn't. Anyway, I guess we're safe down here, at least for a while. Actually, I don't mind. This place, it makes me feel serene.
Can I sit down too? That'd be nice.
Lets you forget why we're here.
That's true. What happened to you, by the way? You seem different.
Do I? In a good or bad way? That's good to
In a
hear.
good way.
You know, Sayura, I've been thinking about what happened in the castle and the talk we had after that.
Yeah? What's your conclusion?
Well, do you remember when I said that I should maybe just give up and accept that I'll never be able to fully control that thing inside me? You told me that I might be right. That I should maybe just stop trying to control it, because that only made it stronger in a way. At first, that made me really angry. It just sounded heartless, even though I know you didn't mean it that way. But then I thought about it and realized there's truth to that. You know, all my life, I've tried to kill that part of me because it made me feel despicable. And every time I failed, I hated myself for it and thought that I was just too weak. But that was the wrong way to look at it from the very start. This thing, the only way to truly kill it would be to kill myself. And I can't and won't do that. Not now, when there's so much at stake, nor in the future if there is one.
So, what are you trying to say? That you're just going to let it run free?
No, I won't let it harm anyone ever again. But I'll accept that it's a part of me. You know, Saira, what good did all the self-loathing ever do? I've been dealt a tough hand, and with that thing and these urges inside of me, I'll never be like the others. I think that's the best, maybe the only way to deal with something like this. Accept it, as despicable as it may be, because it is part of who you are. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not deluding myself. Living with this thing will be something I have to wrestle with for the rest of my life. There will always be moments of weakness when it will try to get the best of me. But I will always resist. And I will do so without condemning myself every time it happens. And in the meantime, I will live. I will do all the things that I never allowed myself to do. Build friendships, go see the world, and go dancing. Even if the latter would be a rather amusing sight.
Yeah, with the dancing animations in this game. Don't forget sneaking around scanning ships.
And that.
Sounds like a good plan.
It does, yes. And it surprises me just how much. I'm not sure if I could have gotten here without you. Your friendship, it means a lot to me. And I hope we'll find this Numenos in the Forgotten City, because there are still so many things I want to do after all this is over.
I don't know if it's a metaphor, but
Kurmai should be gone by now, so I think it's safe to go upstairs without him noticing
this
you.
is psychologically the healthy way to deal with self-loathing and doubt. You'll stay
For a
here,
while,
I take
yes. As I said, I like this place, and I need some time to sort through my thoughts.
Then I'll see
You will.
around. I hope you listened to that, Tommy. That was some good messages for you. Hop off to spar or go to sleep. You missed it. I'm not too surprised, Tommy. But that's okay. Good job, Tommy.
It's a crazy world, isn't it?
Wait a minute. I switched out of my clothes.
On our way to a forgotten city in the clouds, and I'm part of it. That just sounds surreal. But anyway, it's good that you're here. I wanted to talk to you. Do you have a second?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't, would I?
You have a point there. How should I put it? I wanted to thank you. I'm not sure if you know it, but all that's happened since I plucked you out of that thicket on the Sun Coast, it did something to me. I think I've understood something, as corny as it may sound. It's hard to put into words. You know, I still believe what I told you that time we met at the Dancing Nomad. That we all act as we do because we hope it makes us happy. But somehow, in no small part thanks to my father, I've always considered responsibility and being happy to be contradictory. But actually, that's wrong. It's the exact opposite. In order to be truly content, we need connection. To a person, to a cause, to anything. If you never find that, you'll never find yourself.
Well, that's certainly a change of tune compared to what you said in Silvercloud. We're born alone and we die alone.
Yeah, I said that. And I still think it's true to an extent.
In the last act.
You're on your own if you want to be.
Extreme, I suspect,
I'm responsible for what happened to Adila and to Lycia, because I never wanted to be responsible. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But I can't change what happened. I'll just have to live with that.
So I think we'll end it here, right before we get to the Star City. So what you're essentially saying is we all need something to live for, right?
Maybe. Maybe not. In the end, I can only speak for myself. The fact is, though, that I don't know, that it feels like I owe this world to be right here, right now, as part of something momentous. And I like how that feels. That surprises me. No matter how all this ends, I will have no regrets. The same goes for our friendship. That's what I wanted to tell you. Despite all the trouble we got ourselves into, I'm glad that our paths crossed.
I'm really confident
for whatever
we'll be
reason
able
they
to
did.
end this game on the next stream.
Thanks.
Which
But
might
anyway,
mean that I
enough
don't
of
get
this
to do
sentimental
some of the
babble for
side
now.
quests,
You should
but
probably
that's
rest a
okay.
little.
We've already gotten
Who
the
knows what awaits us up
important
there?
ones out of the way. Wait, can I? Yeah, let me put my normal clothes back on. I don't want to run around in whatever this is. Alright. And we are going to make our save right here. What a lovely bedroom. This is a very lovely bedroom. Alright, we'll make our save here. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. That was Enderal stream number 9. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly did. As a small reminder, I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I do hope to be back to my usual schedule next week, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope all of you have a lovely weekend. See you all again on Wednesday. Good night, everyone.